Between the pages today, we continue to gain insight on autism, and we get information about where to get help for those who cannot afford to attend school. Welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I am Theodore Henry. Stay with us. We have the news right after this break.
What can a little germs do?
Pink eye running belly, even flu. Germs can make them happen to you.
Put germs on our manners with these. Cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. Always wash your hand with water and soap. Keep dirty hands from your eyes and your nose and your mouth. You don't want to be sick, take care. Practice every day, no germs on here. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, April 2. The Electoral Office of Jamaica, EOJ, says all is in place for the by-election in the Portland Eastern constituency scheduled for Thursday, April 4. The EOJ says it has trained election day workers and preparation has been made for the timely distribution of all materials necessary for conducting the polls. The Electoral Office says the over 36,000 registered voters in the Portland Eastern Division will cast votes at 127 polling stations across 49 voting locations. It emphasizes that only electors registered to vote in the constituency will be allowed to vote in the upcoming election. To confirm polling stations, electors may check the Electoral Commission of Jamaica's website at ecj.com.jm. Click on Query Voters List to find which polling station they are to cast their ballots. The EOJ is reminding electors to take their voter's ID card to the polling stations. Candidates are being reminded too that all election campaigning ends on Wednesday, April 3. Polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 5 p.m., after which the preliminary counting of ballots will take place. Chief Justice Brian Sykes is imploring leaders in the Jamaica Constabulary Force and other public sector agencies to model the behaviour they want to see in others under their command. Justice Sykes was addressing a group of 24 graduates from the National Police College of Jamaica's 5th Strategic Command course on Friday.
Because if you don't do that, there's going to be a disconnect. And so your moral authority to lead is going to be eroded. And so you're going to have a difficult time implementing whatever it is that you wish to implement.
The main objective of the 6-week course is to equip participants with the skills to become more efficient and strategic leaders and managers. Course content include strategic management and leadership and how to manage professional hurt. The group included 19 JCF personnel, 1 person each from the Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago Police Forces, the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency, the Jamaica Customs Agency, and the Jamaica Fire Brigade. The training was held under the theme, Improving Leadership in Policing and Public Safety Security Sectors. The Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, says Symbiote Investments, which trades locally as Caricel, is not authorized to operate in Jamaica. As a result, the utilities regulator will seek to protect the interest of consumers by ensuring that Caricel ceases its operations. The OUR's decision follows a March 29 Court of Appeal ruling which said Symbiote is not authorized to own or operate a facility, nor is it permitted to provide telecommunications or other specified services as defined in the Telecommunications Act to the public. The Court of Appeal also denied Symbiote's application for a stay of the Technology Minister's decision to revoke its telecommunications licenses and set aside the order granting it permission to appeal. The ruling is in line with the December 2018 decision to deny Symbiote's application for leave to apply for judicial review of the minister's decision. Symbiote's request for a temporary stay until a Privy Council appeal was made has also been denied. A pilot program has been launched to eliminate gender-based biases and violence in schools. The Gender Ambassadors Program GAP was launched on Friday and is being carried out by the Bureau of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Education Ministry. Students from 11 secondary and 7 tertiary institutions across the island have been selected to participate as gender ambassadors.
Our gender ambassadors will therefore become leaders in their schools and communities. They will become advocates to carry the mantle of educating and sensitizing the most precious group of our population and leading by example.
I have all confidence that you will remain committed to being good role models in your various institutions of learning and play your part in making a difference in your schools and communities, and to challenge harmful gender norms and stereotypes.
Minister Grange added that her ministry will provide the necessary support for the success of the program. The initiative is part of the government's 10-year National Strategic Action Plan to eliminate gender-based violence in Jamaica. Gloucester Avenue in Montego Bay is now Jimmy Cliff Boulevard. The popular roadway, commonly called the Hip Strip, was renamed in honor of reggae icon Jimmy Cliff. The unveiling, which took place on Thursday, is in collaboration with the St. James Municipal Corporation and the Entertainment and Tourism Ministries.
Tonight belongs to Jimmy Cliff. Ska and reggae and other genres, a musician of Jamaica who is the product of the various genres of Jamaican music, a player of several instruments, singer, an actor, star of stage and screen, and more than anything else, one of Jamaica's greatest poets as a songwriter.
I am humbled and highly appreciative for this day, this time. Happy to see you all here. I am very thankful for this honor.
Jimmy Cliff, a Montegonian, was given a framed copy of the citation he received in 2017 at the Independence Celebration. And finally, Sam Sharpe Square in Montego Bay has been earmarked to be a free public Wi-Fi area. It will become the 8th free internet area established across the island by the Universal Service Fund, USF. The USF aims to have at least one public Wi-Fi hotspot in every parish, with a plan to establish one each quarter. Technology Minister Favour Williams lauded the continued support by the USF to provide internet access to Jamaicans.
As a ministry and certainly as a government, we understand the growing need for connectivity for our people and the need to create a digitally inclusive society where no one is left behind.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.
I'm deeply concerned by the number of Jamaicans killed on our roads. Safety on our roads is our responsibility. Jamaicans, drivers, passengers, motorcyclists, and pedestrians, slow down. Observe the rules of the road. Be courteous. Drive defensively. Be considerate. Buckle up. Wear a helmet. The careless overtaker is only rushing to the undertaker. Not observing the rules of the road could cost you your life and that of your loved ones. I encourage all road users to take special care as we use public thoroughfares. The life you save may be your own. Remember, your family wants you to arrive alive.
Up next, hear from the Prime Minister on why it's important to have a new Parliament building.
Prime Minister gives Colonel Charles Jr. a seat in his cabinet, promises close monitoring of Ministry of Education review, and lauds the winners of the Houses of Parliament design competition. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Anthony Morgan. At the start of the week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness promoted Senator Colonel Charles Jr. to Minister without Portfolio and Member of Cabinet. Senator Charles Jr., who was assigned to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, will now assist the Prime Minister with the Housing and Infrastructure portfolio. By midweek, the Prime Minister paid a visit to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. He reassured staff that he would be closely monitoring activities within the ministry and its various agencies and departments.
For the next few months, I'll be spending some time with you, meeting with you one-on-one, meeting with the various agencies, just to ensure that the ministry is functioning and properly mandated and missioned.
The Office of the Prime Minister now has temporary responsibility for the Education Ministry following the resignation of former Minister Ruel Reid. Day-to-day operations at the ministry will be overseen by Minister Caricel.
I'm confident that after the review, the ministry will be stronger and far more effective, and that once again we will place education at the center of the country's attention.
During Wednesday's visit, the Prime Minister also shared his vision to increase the Education Ministry's involvement in national development.
The national policies that we have put in place can only be successful if the human resource issues are also addressed. The Ministry of Education is critical in that regard, but more importantly, as a society, not just for the infrastructure and the growth of industry, but there are some other elements that we have to pay attention to, and that is violence. So that the Ministry of Education also has that role to play, not just in the academic education, but in the development of what we call the socio-emotional component of human development. And quite a bit needs to be done on the socio-emotional element of our education system.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was on hand Wednesday to commend the winners of the Houses of Parliament design competition. Out of many, one people walked away with top honours and the People's Choice Award. The Grand Veranda copped the second place prize, while Ubuntu placed third. Addressing those present, Mr. Holness said the new House of Parliament, to be built at the National Heroes Park, will boost government services on the island.
The Parliament building is a working building. It is not a waste of taxpayers' money. The building is necessary to improve the governance of the country.
The winner will now spend a few months finalizing their design up to April 2020, after which the contract for construction will be put to tender, with the work expected to start by 2021. The family of Doreen Samuels was in the Prime Minister's thoughts Tuesday after the veteran broadcaster passed away at age 59 from cancer. Mr. Holness said Samuels chronicled the evolution of modern Jamaica with poise and confidence. Prime Minister Andrew Holness expressed similar sadness during a visit to the Education Ministry's auditing department following the loss of a colleague.
And as we grieve, we will come to accept what is God's plan as it is unfolding. So I'm just here to be with you, to give you some words of counsel if it makes it any easier, and to say that God has His plan, and in time it will be revealed to us.
And that's how we close out Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for more news stories coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.
Hey there. So, did you know that plastic bags were introduced to supermarkets in 1977? The production of plastic bags are toxic to the environment, as the process involves the use of petroleum, natural gas, and other chemicals. 160,000 plastic bags are used globally every second, and 5 trillion are produced yearly. Side by side, they can encircle the world 7 times. Plastic degrades after 700 years and will only fully degrade in 1,000. This means that all the plastic that has ever been produced has not degraded. It remains toxic even after it breaks down. 13 million metric tons of plastic end up in the ocean every year, and at least 800 species worldwide are affected by marine debris, of which 80% is plastic and is mistaken for food by turtles, fish, and other marine life. Research has shown that fish caught for human consumption contain plastic nanoparticles. An average family will use 60 plastic bags on 4 visits to the supermarket, and only 1 to 3% are recycled worldwide. Play your part in advancing your welfare and that of the earth. Support the ban on plastic. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and get eco-friendly bags for you and your 1877. The government is adamant. Every child should be in school. It doesn't matter the child's abilities or geographical location, he or she must get an education. As such, several agencies provide educational assistance and grants. Next, we explore the educational offerings of the local government and community development ministry.
Among the main determinants of poverty in Jamaica are low educational attainment levels and low income earning capability. Education is undoubtedly one of the most instrumental tools that can be used when seeking to eliminate intergenerational poverty.
The Ministry of Local Government and Community Development and its officers in central government and the municipal authorities are usually the first points of contact between citizens and the state. That contact has cemented the ministry's conviction of helping people and communities grow through education.
We don't want to create no dons. We want dons for education. And it is our responsibility, ladies and gentlemen, to save this generation of young people who continue to excel, continue to show potential. And this administration will spare no effort to create this environment that will give us the leaders that we need.
The ministry's education programs are offered through its various arms. Each year, elected representatives receive a grant of approximately $500,000 per division to assist needy students go back to school.
One of the greatest highlights of our social protection program is the assistance that we have been giving to our poor children through the education grant.
Then, through the Poor Relief Department, there are education grants and other back-to-school assistance initiatives. Every year, a robust and inclusive program unfolds, offering lunch and transportation assistance, school supplies, payment of examination and other fees, and school engagements such as field trips and social activities.
Inspectors of poor are encouraged to have a designated children's officer in each parish to design strategies geared towards promoting and expanding human capital development and developing the capabilities of our children so that everyone is self-actualized and achieve their fullest potential.
Recently, the Board of Supervision, an entity of the ministry, hosted its third annual awards and recognition ceremony. It was held under the theme, Education, the Winning Tool. 64 students who are part of the board's education program were presented with awards for academic excellence. The recipients are academic achievers at the GSAT, CSEC, and tertiary levels. Along with a plaque, each level top achiever received a grant. The GSAT recipient got $25,000, CSEC achiever $30,000, CAPE winner $35,000, and the CAPE top achiever $85,000.
The Board of Supervision is aware of the link between the lack of education and poverty, as well as the many challenges students of the Poor Relief Program face.
Here is one of the success stories.
I have been a beneficiary of the Poor Relief Department of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation for about 13 years now. I became a beneficiary of the Poor Relief Department because my father was ill and could not work to provide for our family. In spite of this, I never give up. I never missed a day of school. I was always present. This is because the assistance I received from the Poor Relief Department. I stand here today with much gratitude, and I am thankful for everything that this department has done for me. My father died, but the Poor Relief Department of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation was really there for me. I am truly grateful for the help they gave me and emotional support. I was now staying with my mother, and I was still receiving the benefits of this organization through her name. She wasn't working, so it was never easy. I can say I am smiling at the storm today. I did CSEC, City and Guilds, and CAPE at Jamaica College, and I did well in all of those exams. Also, I was a member of Jamaica College School Challenge Quiz team from 2017 to 2019. I was a prefect, and I was also a member of the Honor Society. I am now attending the University of the West Indies, Mona, and I'm in the Faculty of Social Sciences.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, are the words of the late, great Nelson Mandela. Words being put into action by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development through its various educational support programs, positively impacting the lives of children across the country.
We are children and we have rights. We have a right to be protected,
provided for,
and included. Don't beat me up, don't belittle me, and please don't molest me.
I am under 13. I should not be working for a living.
That is child labor. It is illegal. Stop leaving me alone. I am too young to provide for myself. I need your guidance.
Protect our nation's children. They have rights too. To learn more about children's rights, call or visit the offices of the Child Development Agency.
On World Autism Awareness Day, persons impacted by the disability speak out against discrimination and seek to strengthen the global commitment to have full inclusion of people with autism. They too have so much to offer for human development. Watch this as a family shares their story.
Slide.
Slide. 1, 2, 3, go! Woo! Good job. Let's go into the play out, all right?
When she was about 6 months, I realized that she wasn't sitting up, she wasn't creeping, she wasn't making any attempts like that. As a newborn baby coming up, she didn't cry. She hardly cried and she didn't interact with me, really. She would make eye contact now and then. One of the signs of autism is that the children do not make eye contact. They tend to have sensitivity of their hand middles, their foot bottoms, and their mouths, oral sensitivity. Some of them take a long time to get used to changes, to different situations, to different persons.
Adriana would be on the moderate to severe level of the spectrum, and she also has something called global developmental delays, meaning several areas of her development are affected.
I listen to the
radio.
Good job. Good job. We're going to go to your favorite place ever, to the playfield. Time to pack up, Adriana. Time to pack up.
For the child with autism, it's very difficult to move from one activity to another. Adriana has problems with those.
Well, I have to find ways to distract her, like I'll sing with her. I'll say a favorite poem or something that will distract her. I give her a toy that will distract her from what she's doing and get her interested in something else. Come, wait for your shoes. We have to put on your shoes to go to the playfield. Come here. Come this way. Come, we're going to the swing. Going to the swing.
She likes to be actually free in her environment, and so any opportunity given, she'll be running away. And as such, the shadow is very, very important in her life in order to help her to know danger and to keep her on focus.
I've been a shadow for Adriana since September 2013. I help her with her academics, self-help skills, social skills. For instance, carrying her to the playground. In all areas, I watch her for the whole day that she's at school.
Go, Adriana! Go!
She won 2 of her events in sports that just gone, and she got 2 gold medals for that. She did a flat race, 25 meter. She won that race, and we had obstacle race, and she won that race also.
Sometimes it's a happy journey, sometimes it feels easy, sometimes it feels overwhelming, like you just can't go another day, you know, but at the end of the day, as long as there's love for her, then you can find the strength. Adriana has a little sister who is like her big little sister. When Adriana should have been the one maybe helping to put baby to sleep, baby is the one helping to put Adriana to sleep. She will follow whatever Elisa does, she will listen. Her big brother, DeMarco, he's 14, going 15, and he has been, from Adriana was a baby, he wanted to change diapers. He wanted to take care of his sister, and he still does. Her daddy he's a good support too. Her dad picks her up every morning, takes her home every evening.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I would do it every day, every day. If that child is a part of you, whichever way life turns, whichever way things turn, be there for your child. Were it not for you, that child wouldn't be here. And if every father would do the same, just be there for your child. That's the basic law of humanity. Be there for your child.
As we close the show for another day, we thank you for staying with us. Please like, share, and visit our webpage and our social media platforms. And tomorrow, join us again on this station for another edition of the magazine. Until then, I'm Theodore Henry. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.